classifying research designs. While classifying research designs, we talked about a continuum, the continuum between basic and applied research. In this session, we are going to discuss that what is the nature of a basic study and how we are required to go for a basic theoretical study, and how would we be going for an applied study, and where would we be working on the continuum when we go for the applied type of study. Okay, so this is important regarding the classification of research designs. Okay, so basic research is when you are working with a highly theoretical topic, right? This is something which is related to a theory. You may be working on a theory. You may be adding up to a model which is already existing, or you may be proposing something as a model, right? So it is a highly theoretical topic, and you are working on the basic research, right? It's a hypothetical topic because you are working and you would like to hypothesize, right? And you are going to propose something to as a theory, to give something new, and you are actually contributing to scientific knowledge when you are working with the basic research. Okay, you are adding up to the body of knowledge which already exists, and it is the scientific knowledge, and your part of work is related to the theoretical aspect. So you may not be necessarily solving a problem, right? But you are going to explore the nature of something, to explore a phenomena, and to describe a phenomena, basically, right? So that is something which comes under basic research, and basic research may or may not have an immediate value, right? Because the proposed model or the proposed theory may be used by subsequent researchers. Okay, but right now you are proposing something which is new. So right now it may not have any immediate value. And theoretical study or basic research is, the broader level studies. When you are working on the background, the broader level studies, and you are proposing something which is, the basic idea of, or the basic model of something, right? So it is a broader level study. On the other hand, the applied research is when you are working on solving a particular problem. You want to solve it immediately. One example of this applied research is action research. When you are a professional and you are working on in the field on your topic, and you want to solve a problem which is faced by you and your other colleagues and other stakeholders, right? So you want to solve that issue. Then you are working on the applied side of the research, and you may be using something which has been used previously and which has been produced previously as the result of a theoretical research. Okay, but you are now using it and you are applying it, right? As it's clear from the phrase applied research. So you are applying something. Okay, so that is the major requirement of an applied research, that you want to solve a problem, right? And this solution of is immediately required. So you are not giving any new model, you are not giving any new theory, but you are using theories and models which are already existing. You are using them for the sake of solving a problem, right? So that is the basic point of applied research, and it is a sort of very practical research because you are concerned with your profession, with your immediate issues, right? And applied research is a kind of research which is most of the time going on because there are researches which are done by experts in the field of, let's say, applied linguistics, right? So in applied linguistics, we have most of the time researches which are based on ELT, English language teaching. So what we are doing basically is that we want to facilitate, we want to support, we want to enhance the language learning and language teaching in terms of providing and carrying on with applied research, right? Then there are some other areas in applied linguistics which are carried out by applied researchers. Like, for example, you're working with forensic linguistics, and we may be working with translation, right? And we may be working with discourse analysis, critical discourse analysis. So what we are doing in these areas, we are busy with the applied aspect of research, right? So let me just give you some examples of these, continuum, like in this case, where we are concerned with the basic level of study here in this continuum, right? This is the basic research. We have, if we are at this end of the continuum, then we are concerned with the basic theoretical study and theoretical research. Similarly, we have another end which is applied end, but when we are working with theoretical research, then we are at this end, right? And when we go to the applied side of the continuum, then we are working with the applied research, and then we are not actually concerned with the basic one, right? Let me give you two examples. If you are working with this theoretical research and you want to explore the nature of phonological memory, for example, you want to explore the nature of phonological memory, then you are busy here and you are working at this end of the continuum, right? But when you go to the application of this theory, like for example, you want to see that what is the role of phonological memory in learning vocabulary, right? So if you want to explore this topic, the role of phonological memory in learning vocabulary, then you are actually working with this applied research. You are working as applied researcher, right? We can have both in some cases when we are at this midpoint, when our study is basic, as well as we may also be applying something, right? But in most of the cases, we are working at this end of the continuum when we are solving problems, when we are going for action researches, when we are working as professionals, right? Practitioners, then we are at applied side. And when we want to theoretically and basically explore the nature of our job or the nature of whatever knowledge is available, then we are concerned with this end of the continuum. So as researchers, you must know that where are you working right now? Is your research basic level research, theoretical research, or you are actually solving a problem and your study is of applied nature? So you must know as researcher.